Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live trading room recap for Thursday, December the 29th. My name is Barry Ainerson. I'm the moderator of the Trade Ideas Trading Room. Sorry, I don't have my cover page up. I had to do a reformat or reset to factory default of my computer, and I forgot to create the cover page again. So, anyway, I guess it's not a big deal. Um, Sort of an interesting day. I really didn't think we'd have too much to talk about today, but there were actually some really interesting trades. I want to give a big shout out to Jane in the room who pointed this one out to everybody. HIIQ. She called a bounce almost right at the bottom here. Let me get this. Got a few things that I have to do. Here we go. Oh, the bounce right at the bottom here of HIIQ, and look at that incredible bounce. Now these are 15-minute candles, and yeah, this one would have been a little bit nervy, no question. A big topping tail, a little bottoming tail, and all, but everything is green all the way up, bottoming tail there. So I know a lot of people took this trade, and unfortunately I did not take this trade. And it's funny, this is one of those nickel spreaders. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's that pilot program which they have I think there's about 1,200 or 1,400 stocks in which the bid and the ask, the difference is, or the spread is 5 cents. And a lot of people won't trade them. They just find them very difficult to trade. And I don't quite understand that, but nonetheless, this is one of them. And I mean, look what it did. So a lot of people took advantage of that one in our room. Um, MBLY turned out to be a very nice trade, and have to thank Real in the room. He pointed this out right about here. He said, "Boy, this one's really moving," and I didn't take it right then. I mean, there was really no entry; it was just shooting up. But I really started to watch it, around this area. Actually, took the trade a couple of times, mainly around. Well, this is the second time, the 37.55. And then look at this pop up to 38. Got out some here, got out some a little bit over the whole number, and then I'm out of it. I'm out of it all now. And I was in it, in this area here. But really nice alert by Real in the room. I always say it's certainly not just about me in this room telling people what to buy and sell. Cool. It turned out that turned out to be a really nice trade. I take a look at Cool here. We had an alert here, the Alpha Predator, and if you see it here, first of all, the alert came at 4:28, so right up here. So understand. So here's the alert at 4:28, and of course you would think, well, my goodness, it's already come from $3 up to 428. Can't possibly get into this trade. But guess again, I mean, this Alpha Predator seems to have a fantastic way of finding ones that, even though they are extended, but they still have some momentum left. So, from 428 all the way up to 484. I mean, I didn't get it at 428, and I did not sell it at 484. But, I got in it as it was moving up, 452. And got out at 473, and actually took a little loss on the second part. But had I been a little more, what's the word I want? If I guess I've had a touch more faith in it, because even I mean, I looked at this like, wow, it's probably too extended. But I said, I'm going to have a little more faith in this one, and so I took the trade, and it turned out to be a really nice one. Let me just see what the CETX is doing also. Yeah, I don't want to miss it. All right, because it came. So the alert came at 690. Okay, so you see it popped up here. Now it's starting to come back. It moved all the way down to 670, but it's starting to move up. And I have a feeling that this is. I don't think there's any real resistance near term. As crazy as it may sound, this might be like a lifetime high. I think I was. What, it may not be, but I did go up on the daily and I looked back quite a bit. I didn't see any resistance, so I'm definitely keeping an eye on this one if it breaks over 7. And the other one that was exciting in the room was Kate. I didn't trade yesterday. I was sick yesterday, and this popped up here on rumors that they basically put themselves up for sale. There's going to be some retailers bidding on them and all. And so the rumor mill was great. And to be honest, I mean, it closed not too far off the high of the day. But then, this morning started moving down, but then all of a sudden we got this candle, and I decided pretty late, actually, very late, got into this trade at 1820 and got out. I'm at 1836 and 1835. Missed this pop up here. Um, but a lot of people in the room were in this one right around here. I had a my difficulty at the beginning of taking this was because I don't like taking trades just purely on rumor unless there's a bit of a trading pattern to get into it. And I thought, okay, you know what? It was sort of a couple topping tails there, and then in this candle when it broke through there, I thought, okay, that's good enough for me to test it with an 18 stop. So it worked out quite well. Now the one that didn't work out was sand. Let's take a look at what it's doing now. And um, gold was running. I was in one earlier, SBGL. I'm not going to go over it. It worked out okay, but gold was running all day. Silver was running also. So sand, take a look at the daily on this, and you can see that on this 4 break right here, there's a nice little void. I mean, up to $5. So from 4 to 5, that's a great percentage potential fill. So I was actually considering swinging this one, and I got into the trade at 413. Let me get to the 15-minute. So I got into the trade at 413. It was right here. I think it was right on that candle. Popped up a little bit, got up to 416, and then it started to fall. And I ended up taking, I think, a 6-cent loss on that trade. And I'm not 100% sure if I want to swing this one anyway now. Thinking about it a little bit more, mainly because obviously it's in the gold sector. If gold, for whatever reason, decides to lose its favor tomorrow or over the next little while, this one and all those other little gold stocks that have been just flying probably are going to take a bit of a hit. Typically, the ones that I do like to swing if I'm going to, and I don't swing very often, are ones that can kind of trade on their own, that they're not so tied into their sector that with any sector news they're going to drop. There's no guarantee, that a stock in a particular sector, if a sector gets hit, it's not going to drop along with it. Of course not. But I find that gold, oil, and bios, those 3 sectors can be pretty risky to swing. But anyway, that's about it. Tomorrow is the last day of 2016 in terms of trading. The market is, of course, closed on Monday, and then we resume again on the Tuesday. So, normally here's what I do, and normally I say, okay, I'm going to go back to the cover page and all, but I don't have a cover page right now, so I'll have one for tomorrow, of course. But thanks for listening, and I hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye bye.